Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Imam Shah and my partner.
And me, Nur Faris Nur Azam.
And yeah, we would like to present for our tutorial video presentation for topic 12, Organizational Structure and Design. And now, we are at Taman Tasik Shah Alam, section 2. And first of all, please enjoy the view. Okay, for our question, we have a situation where an entrepreneur employs only 20 people or 20 employees for his simple structure. However, the company would like to employ around 200 additional employees in order to match with the company growth and become more larger in the industry. So we are here to advise the entrepreneur to adopt the departmentalization structure in the organization. So we will advise him.
Thank you, Aiman. Hi, I'm Nur Faris. First of all, I would like to give the definition of departmentalization. Alright guys, departmentalization defined as the process of grouping activities into departments. In other words, it specifies how employees and their activities are grouped together. There are 5 types of departmentalizational structure. First one is functional structure. Second one is divisional structure. Third one is metric or project-based structure. The fourth one is team-based structure. And the fifth one is network structure. Now, we want to advise the entrepreneur on why he or she must implement this departmentalizational structure. The first one, the advantages of departmentalization is focuses specialists on client and products. Why we say so? Because when we have a departmentalization, so it specifically focus on a task. For example, we have a sales department. So when we have a sales department, so those department can directly deals with the client and also they can create the products. So therefore, it's been specified and they can fulfill what the client wants. Okay, the second point is it allows quicker and more informed decision making. Because of what? Because when we have the departmentalization, all the decisions are made through the department itself. So that's why it become quicker and more informed, because all of them have already know what they are working for. Like I give example just now about sales, so they know they must targeting to achieve those sales. So because of their specific, so they can make a quick and also more informed information in later stages. Alright guys, the third point of the advantages is easier supervision as dealing with similar issues. Why we say so? Because when the supervisors are under or on a specific department, so they can deal with the same issues as without any hesitation. For example, in a production department, the issue rises is mostly regarding the engineering or machinery. It not involve any sales or any administration issues. So that's why, because the supervisors has only to deal with those production issues or problems only, that's why it become easier for them to solve those issues. That's why we choose this point as the third point. And the fourth point is supports professional identity and career path. When we have a specific department, so we can develop their career. So which mean that we can give a specific training to them. We can employ the right employer with the right skills on those departments. so that we can achieve what the company needs, what the company goals. For example, we have in administration, for example, in an administration department, so that we can employ those who have skills to administer the company, and we can come up with those training that can enhance their ability to do the job effectively and efficiently. That's why we choose those points as the advantages of the departmentalization.
Okay, now I will explain to you about the definition of the simple structure. Okay, when we ask about the simple structure, it means that the structure only employ a few workers or employees, and the organization only offer typically one distinct product or service. And then the simple structure only has a minimal hierarchy. It means that the employer at the top level and the employee at the below level. So it means that only 2 layers of the hierarchy we have in the simple structure. Then we go to the highly flexible. In the simple structure, we know that we only employ a few employees, so that all the employee can carry out the all responsibility that given by the employer. So next we go to the centralized structure. It means that all the decision making is centralized, only made by the employer. And then the last point for the definition of the simple structure, we can see that simple structure apply informal communication and coordination. It means that there are not formal communication among the employees, between employees and the employer, and so on. Okay, now I will advise the entrepreneur the disadvantages of simple structure if the company grows up and become more complex. The first one is hard to cooperate within the organization if the company become more complex. This is because, as we know, when the company become more complex and grow up, we know that we must to employ additional workers in order to fulfill all the tasks that become more many in the organization. Okay, for the second disadvantages of simple structure is time consuming in the decision making process. It means that the decision making process will be slow in the simple structure if the company become more complex. Okay, this is because the decision making is only made by the top management or the employer. So then the organization facing a failure to managing overload information in the company. Then we go to the third disadvantages, which is the lack of supervision in the company. So if the company remains apply the simple structure in the organization, so there will be ineffective of the information supply in the organization. This is because when we add new employees, so there will be many in the organization, so the organizational hierarchy will be more wider if we apply simple structure. So this is contribute to the less coordination of work tasks by the supervisor, and a failure to manage a division of work or to the employee by the employer and the supervisor in the organization.
Alright guys, now we have seen the difference between departmentalization and also simple structure. So as a conclusion, that departmentalization is a company management as it grows larger, and also the entrepreneur should consider it, the departmentalization structure in order to remain competitive within the business environment. And lastly is limiting the risk of failure when cooked with a better solution. So what we can conclude here is we advise the entrepreneur to apply the departmentalization structure as it stays relevant, better for their future expanding of the company itself. We would like to give a 1,000 thanks to our beloved tutorial coordinator, Madam Nur Hafizah binti Muhammad Harith, because giving us this opportunity to representing to you on the topic of organizational structure and design, and also to our lovely classmate because willing to spend the time and borrowing your time to watch our video. Alright, if you have any inquiry or questions, just ask us in island session later. Alright, thank you and bye. Wait, there's another thing.
Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.